Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you guys for being here. My apologies for having to push everything back, you guys. Um, I was not feeling my best. Um, Still kind of recouping. My allergies have been tearing me up here lately, but nevertheless, we are here. Hey guys, I see you guys coming in. Come on in. Come on in. I got a lot of catching up to do. My God, I felt I was gonna try to do my video for my review last night, but my God, y'all, my eyes and nose and everything was running. I felt horrible. I said, let me get my ass in the bed, and so my body's telling me I need to slow it down, and I was still trying to go, but we are here. I said I got to get here so I can. Oh, I know y'all were looking for me, and I had already sent out my notification, and I had to put a pause on everything. So thank you guys. Happy Juneteenth to everyone coming in. Happy Juneteenth to you guys. We are here. And I have actually two videos that I'm going to have to do my other video today as well. So we're going to knock out Car Chronicles because I already had my show prepared for that, as well as the review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So you guys will see me twice today. I hope that's okay. Okay. Yes, it's my allergies. Y'all don't know what the hell. I usually don't have issues with my allergies. I was telling y'all the other day, but my God, yesterday for some reason, like, oh, my eyes was running bad. I kept wiping my eyes. My nose was running. It was horrible. Then I started sneezing. I don't know what was going on with me, but I had to take some stuff, honey, so we can pop back, baby, and be back where we are right now. It's just like, oh, I don't know if it's the pollen count is high or what. I'm not sure, but nevertheless, let's go ahead and get our disclaimer. Everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion and is used for entertainment purposes only and for fair use. All right. Yes. All right. We got that business out the way. I hope you guys have had a great day thus far. It's been storming here a lot and raining here a lot today. I was hoping it would be nice out, but yeah, the weather's kind of gloomy, but we're gonna knock these videos out because, honey, I gotta do my due diligence for my Caramelians because I know you guys were looking for me last night. I felt so bad that I could not come on. I was like, oh, so she's back. I'm here. I hope I look better than I feel. All right. Oh, I missed y'all just a little bit, like this much. I said, let me get my ass back online, baby. Okay, so congratulations are in order for Michael Jordan. All right, let's go and knock out celebrity news first. Okay, celebrity news is always first. So congratulations are in order for Michael Jordan, you guys. He's still doing some big things. I like Michael Jordan. He is still doing some great things. Michael Jordan, he sells the Charlotte Hornets stake for $3 billion, y'all, ending his 13-year run as the majority owner. That's huge. Okay. Woo. When I tell you this man is sitting on so much money, my God. They says that Michael Jordan has reached an agreement to sell his majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets to a group led by Gabe Plotkin and Rick Schnall for an estimated valuation of $3 billion, making the end of his 13-year tenure as the team's majority owner. That's huge. So congrats to Michael Jordan, honey, for doing that. He made a nice little coin off that. Congratulations. That's called Black Excellence right there, okay? And he does give back as well. A lot of people don't think he does, but he does. He does. I mean, he can chop the price on them damn Jordans because I'd be like, bro, I want to buy your shoes, but sometimes your price be a little too high. But it is what it is. All right, moving right along. Belinda Sanders. You guys know who Belinda Sanders is. We've been talking about her for quite some time. She is allegedly one of Martell's side chicks out here in these streets, honey. She was most recently seen at the Spider-Man premiere in Atlanta with Martell, as Martell likes to try to say she dated one of his friends, which I continue to keep calling bullshit. Okay. Yeah, no. She is said to be getting ready to start a reality show at which Destiny, honey, is supposed to be making an appearance, and it's going to be called Dear Future Husband. Okay. Yeah. Dear Future Husband. So Destiny Tackleberry Payton, baby, she will be appearing on this particular reality show with her. And it's a whole bunch of bullshit. Homegirl Delicious that used to be on Flavor of Love, that was on that tongue kissing Flavor Flav, her ass is gonna be on there as well on this show for Dear Future Husbands. Neither one of their asses are ready for husbands because they still need to be healing from the past situations that they've been in. But go off. I've been kind of doing my homework a little bit on Miss Belinda Sanders here, honey. She of course, let me back up. You guys know that anything that Belinda is doing, Destiny is not going to be too far behind, because Destiny, I already told y'all, and I named her the hoe keeper. Destiny is the hoe keeper of all Martell's hoes. Okay, every time you see one of his hoes, you see Destiny. She's somewhere nearby. She's keeping the secret. She's making sure that everything stays the way it needs to be with his women. Okay, she's all up in Martell's business with his side chicks, as she tried to be with Melody, but Melody kept her in her place. Okay, and then once Melody stopped fooling with Destiny, that kind of let her know you don't have no allegiance or no any type of anything over here. You're not running nothing over here. So she felt a way that she could not be in Melody's life because she could not do Melody like she tries to do all of Martell's other women. Be all up in the business. She be all in the pictures. Anywhere Martell is with these women, here comes Destiny popping up. I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but I was doing my due diligence and reading up on Belinda. She seems to be a very high-priced individual. She likes nice things, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it's kind of made me feel like, what the hell is she doing messing with Martell, who has nothing, who's needy? Martell is a needy individual who looks for women to take care of him. So this is what Belinda was saying, okay? This is her mentality. Let me read it to you guys. She says that my dating life is crazy. First thing we must do is grab some good eats. This is what she's looking for in a man, okay? Because this don't describe Martell at all. Says second thing, you got to come with good energy, lots of laughing, being silly, and just have fun. She said third thing is I must step out with something classy, and this baby blue by this brand new brand, and then she names the brand, is definitely my top pick for this Atlanta weather. She says it's classy, chic, and sexy. I love the way it accentuates my curves in all the right places because you've had surgery. Says that I also love how I can transition from this outfit being dressy to casual. Okay. Anywho, she says that basically she wants nothing too serious to start out with, but if we make it to date number 3, she says I'm driving your car, so it better be something nice. Now, we already know what Martell is driving, that old ass Uber truck, okay? She is driving a whole BMW out here. Let me show y'all Miss Belinda, honey. This is her. She done had some work done on the face and on the body, okay? The face and the body. She likes nice things, and there's nothing wrong with that. As y'all can see her BMW in the back with suicide doors, honey. Well, with the butterfly doors, whatever they want to call them. She likes nice things. She likes to flaunt her stuff. All right. Yeah, that's old Belinda. One of Martell's little side pieces. The one that signed off on all these little pieces of property. Okay, for old Martell. Belinda's got 5 kids. Okay. Yeah, that's her. You had to do a little homework on her. All right, so Belinda is saying that the show consists of women, of CEO women rather, who are starting over with their life and looking for love. All right. I don't know about Destiny being no CEO. I don't know how that puts her in the category of being that type of woman, but go off. Let me show you guys. These are the women that are going to be on this new reality show that Belinda is getting ready to release here. The Dear Future Husbands, for those of you that did not know. Okay. I'll play it again. You can see Delicious sitting over there on on the far end. The girl with the blonde hair, as you can see, with the short blonde hair, she was at Martell's wine event that we saw on the show. That's Belinda sitting down there up front. You can see Destiny sitting in the back with the blonde hair. You're getting ready. There you go. Those are the women who will be on Belinda's show coming up, okay? All right, so let me read to you guys what Belinda had to say about this show, and then we're going to move on. She says, when they said that you could never bring together a group of Black women for television and it not be catty, petty, or degrading or disrespectful. She says, it's because they hadn't met these ladies, okay? Talking about the ladies I just showed you guys. She says, my goal here was to create a platform where a brand new ensemble of sultry, sophisticated feminine CEOs can come together to heal, grow, and journey together to meet the loves of their lives, our dear future husband. Says the energy and synergy you see between us is real. It's not fake. None of us are perfect by far, but what we connect most on is our genuineness to truly see each other win. Says not just win in life, business, in being mommies, but also in love as well. It says that we know it won't be easy because we've got real work to do on ourselves, but we are intentional to provide a safe space for one another to grow and heal organically. She says, oh, and we definitely get help along the way with a life coach, with a relationship expert. Yes, we need both. This is what she's saying. She says that we are doing this big, and yes, we will have love, but most importantly, we are doing this together. Thank you so much, my loves. See y'all on tomorrow night as we continue to celebrate each other's wins. See you tomorrow, my sweet. And then she named out all the people that will be showing up there. And Destiny is in the mix, okay? It's going to be a hot damn mess. Am I going to watch and or review it? It's a hell no for me, okay? It's a hell no for me. It's 3 hells and 9 no's, okay? 3 hells and 9 no's. Put me down for that. I'm not fooling with it. I'm not touching it. I'm not giving it any more clout after today because it's a bunch of bullshit. And Martell is also behind this, okay? Martell is also behind this. So, yeah, this dear future husband bullshit. Destiny, you're not ready to be remarried because you're not healed from the situation with LeBerry. So this is all a bunch of bullshit in an effort for you to show your face on another television show again, be sitting up there looking sour. Belinda, you're not ready. You literally just got out of a marriage yourself with 5 children, and you're trying to claim Melody's daughter as a bonus mom, boss baby, where everybody's been tearing your ass apart from posting her picture on your page. I will not be watching. I will not be watching because it's a bunch of bullshit. All right. Yeah, I will not be watching. Now, also, it's been brought to my attention that the land that Belinda purchased for Martell, there's been a halt on that particular land, but they were trying to build something on it. I want to say a house or whatever. As you guys know, Martell does not have a builder's license. He was trying to work under his friend Fred's license. Not too sure what happened with that. Maybe him and Fred fell out. But at the end of the day, it's been said that there has been a halt on any type of building on that land that Martell has purchased through Belinda. Okay, so he can't even build on that. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do. Maybe he was trying to build him a house, or maybe he was trying to build Belinda one. I'm not sure, but there is a halt on that particular project, okay? But it's looking like Belinda, she's a very bougie type of chick, and she likes a certain caliber of man. I don't know why she's fooling with Martell because he has nothing. He is $10 million in debt. He's got 4 possible 5th child out there that he's really not even taking care of. So if he's barely taking care of himself, why is she fooling with him? Okay? Because he ain't got shit to offer her but some dick. And that don't pay the bills. Women, do that pay the bills? Anybody over there bills getting paid by some dick? I'm sorry. Anybody went to the light bill company and threw some dick on the counter and said, here you go, put this on my lights. Anybody ever did that? Go off if you have, honey. I ain't mad at you. But moving right along, once again, congratulations to Miss Melody Cherie Rogers for her name change ceremony this past weekend, honey. Y'all know she officially now is Miss Melody Cherie Rogers. Her event was this past weekend, And yeah, so somebody decided that they were going to try to upstage Melody for that, which I already told y'all the other day. Anytime Melody is doing something that she is trying to celebrate, Ariane and Martell, they're going to always be on their bullshit. I told y'all, I called it, and I'm never wrong when it comes to the two of them, okay? Yeah, I'm going to skip ahead right quick because I want to go ahead and commingle this into what we're talking about. But yeah, Ariane, honey, she decided to show her face. Now y'all know she's been quiet and hiding and you know, incognito ever since Carson Blue called her out about that whole revenge PORN situation with him and Melody and between Ariane. Okay, so people are questioning why Ariane has decided to be quiet and then and stay ghost, and then now come out once Melody announced that she has her name change ceremony. Ariane tries to always come out and take the clout and shine from Melody. She did it when Melody had New York Fashion Week. Ariane was in stall number 7, honey, warehouse fashion week over there with them see-through cheap ass clothes with her ass. I already done talked about it. Anytime Melody does something, Ariane tries to upstage it, and girl, you could never. Okay, Ariane, you could never. She tried to do it though. She tried. She came out of the woodwork, honey. She tried to show herself looking like an old ass auntie. She had them little Easter curls, honey. I said, bitch, where are you going? This is a great time to go somewhere and sit it down, Ariane. We don't care. We don't care. Let me show you guys an updated picture for those of you that do. This is Ariane. She decides to come out, honey. There's Martell too, honey. Now, Ariane actually went to Dayton, Ohio this past weekend because one of her cousins had a wedding, which Ariane was actually in the wedding as a bridesmaid. She tried to make it look like it was something else, but upon further digging, we found out that she was a bridesmaid in her cousin who is of the LGBTQ community. It was a same-sex marriage, and guess who was there to accompany her? Martell. Martell was in Dayton, Ohio with Ariane at her cousin's wedding, and the cousin is of the LGBTQ community. Now, Mr. Martell, honey, I don't have a problem. Yes, you do, sir. He was sitting there loud and proud, honey. Loud and proud at the wedding. Yes, Ariane, and shout out to Chit Chat with QT, because she did post pictures as well. Let me go ahead and show the pictures that I have. Here's Ariane in the wedding. There's Martell with his suit on, honey. At this wedding, that's Ariane, honey. That's Ariane. At this wedding. Again, shout out to Chit Chat with QT, honey. Yeah. And people were happy to see Ariane there with Martell, honey, because they thought that something was, transpiring. But Ariane decided she wanted to come on out and make it look like that maybe she was getting married. That's what everybody was thinking at first. They was thinking maybe her and Martell went down there and got married, but I knew that was bullshit from the start, because he already said, like, no. Whenever anybody asked him, are you married, Ariane? No, he ain't trying to marry her. But he did go out of town with her to Dayton, Ohio, down there with her family. Okay, and people were saying when they saw Martell there with Ariane, like, oh my God, that's Martell. Like, they was acting like he was some celebrity or something there, which, I mean, Dayton, Ohio ain't really nowhere. So for him to go there, maybe that's, maybe he is a celebrity for them there, because maybe they don't really see shit there. But anyway, but yeah, so they were out of town while Melody was here celebrating her event. Martell was out of town with Ariane for her cousin's wedding. Okay, and like I said, it was a same-sex marriage. And nothing against that. Anybody, child, love who you love. I don't give a damn. But for Martell to be so homophobic, it was just weird for him to be sitting front and center. He was holding Knox in one of the pictures as well, which we know Knox probably acted a whole fool because he don't sit down nowhere. But that's where they were this past weekend. So he was in his feelings. Probably sitting at the wedding, reminiscing when he and Melody got married. Y'all know how it be when you go to weddings. You kind of think about your own situation. Oh my God. Because, being at a wedding, that kind of brings out love. It's about love. Everybody being in love. Martell sitting there, he was probably crying inside, thinking, okay, this is the same day. Now, mind you, the wedding was on the same day that Melody had her event. So Martell is sitting there thinking, okay, Melody is celebrating not being a hoe anymore. And here I am sitting at this wedding looking at love, honey. Everybody walking down the aisle. They are celebrating love, and he is celebrating being single, and it's finally officially setting in that you don't have the same person that you wanted anymore, and you got to sit here with this bitch who broke everything up. And that's got to be what he's thinking. The same bitch that broke up your marriage and got you sitting in the space that you in, you sitting at this wedding that you really don't want to be at, that you probably promised her that your ass was gonna be at, and she's feeling all the way like she's just the one because he's out of town with her ass, because y'all know Ariane loves that. She loves to make herself feel like she's something when Martell is around, when he ain't shit. But at the end of the day, that's where they were celebrating this wedding of the LGBTQ community, while Melody Cherie Rogers, honey, was celebrating herself being free from Martell. So I know he was crying inside. I know he was. But yeah, he I was kind of laughing at the shit. I was like, yeah, that's kind of funny to me. But yeah, a lot of people asking, did they get married? Did Martell and Ariane get married, honey? But yeah, no, they did not. They were at Ariane's cousin's wedding. Okay. So for those of you that did not know, that's what's going on. Tisha decided to do a walkthrough, you guys, for she and Marceau's rental home. You guys know on the show, they were talking about they're moving into this apartment because they're getting their house renovated or whatever. Well, yeah. Tisha decided to show us a walkthrough, honey, of what was going on and how that turned out. Let me get my notes together, honey. I'm all over the place because I've been skipping around. Give me a second, y'all. Honey, I got all this tea and it's all over the damn place. But yeah, so Tisha decides she wants to show everyone, honey, her upgrade on her home, or their new rental property, rather. I'm just like, y'all just need to stay where y'all at. Shit. I mean, they trying to move to they're trying to fix the house up, but okay, here you go. Give me 1 second. Oh, child. Lord, I got so much going on. All right. Shout out to I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay. Tisha, where you at, girl? What did I do with the video? I'm tripping. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, here you go. All right. All right, so shout out to my homegirl, Selena. Shout out to Selena.
So I'm here to do a quick little update for you guys so y'all can see.
Shout out to Talk with Selena.
Okay, I'm going to skip this area right here. But since we talk about our developments on the show and our renovation on the show, it's only fair that we update y'all in real life on what's going on for real too. So the house is coming along. And this is one of our rental homes that we own. We're not renting, we own it. And
why y'all didn't stay there?
Our plan is to turn it into an Airbnb when we move out of it. So we decided to move out and renovate while we build Scott Manor, as you guys have seen on the show. So I just wanted to come by and give y'all a little update on the renovation. And this is why I could not be living in this house while they was renovating it, because what I'm going to do? But it's coming along, as y'all can see, without me living in it. So my family and I, we're in an apartment right now while the workers work on this house. See, this is what I have to fuss at Marcel about, because why he got the TV up and they're still doing the renovation on this right here. This is not even completed, but he got the TV in here. Thank you. I just want to give y'all a little update so y'all can see. It looks totally different. Remember, like when we film in here, it's usually a wall right here in the center, and the wall is gone. We open it up. The front door is still missing. We're waiting for it to be shipped. Let me take y'all upstairs right quick so I can see. This is the bathroom. So who wants to live in a construction zone? Not me. It's one of the bedrooms here. We removed this whole tub out this bathroom. It's just going to be a stand-up shower. The door that's going here. Another bedroom. Let's see MJ blocking my camera view. And then we're headed back downstairs.
Boy, they got downstairs
MJ,
quick. So they had 3 stairs, now they got 4.
This right here, because the girls are going to come down and step on that. And that's not going to be a good thing. This step right here just coming down. Thank you. So yeah, y'all see the kitchen, living room. I need some help with picking out the furniture. Marcel's been fussing at me because I'm supposed to be designing this area. And I think I'm just gonna get a designer.
Yeah,
so
right.
if you're a designer and you're in Huntsville, hit me up so y'all can design this area because we want it to look nice. 2 weeks ago, I gotta move back in, so I need for it to be done. The appliances should be here when this week, babe? Hopefully this week, so we can complete the kitchen. Yeah, Sean, come on. I need a designer to come here and finish it up for me.
Yeah, inexpensive, cheap designer.
Marcel said an inexpensive, cheap designer. So y'all, this is it. Y'all get to see
They
this
better
part.
get their money up front. I know that.
Again, it's completed. So yeah, I like the open concept too. They said the black kitchen, very chic. That was Marcel's. Marcel did this whole built design on, what is it, babe?
Anywho.
Is that what you designed it?
There's more. That's her video breaking up.
So he designed the whole thing. So he got some style. He got some skills, y'all. Hey, happy Father's Day. Okay, you said no. Okay, thank you.
That's it, y'all. I can't take her no more. But anyway, so y'all get a concept of what they're doing. I think they're spending way too much money into their house when you're also trying to be building your dream home. It's looking like you're focused more so on this home being your dream home. That's what it's looking like to me. Oh, I need a designer. I need a designer to come over here and do this, girl. I hope the designer get their money up front because y'all know Tisha and them don't like to be paying people allegedly. Now, ask the excavation company who they owe $61K to. Ask Zen Garden who they owe $5 million to. Do I need to go down the list? Ask the tax company who they ain't paid yet. Okay, because they got back taxes. Ask the abatement charges where the money is because they ain't paid it yet. Okay, I'm just saying. Whoever working with them, y'all better get that money up front. But it's looking like they are putting a lot of time and energy into this home because this is probably where their ass is going to be staying. They keep mentioning Scott Manor. It's going to take them forever to get that house done because they got a whole bunch of stuff with them rocks and stuff to get done. And the excavation company that they had doing it, they had to stop working because they never paid them, you guys. And it's so much that has to be done out there. I don't see, they're saying another 3 years. No, it's going to take longer. I don't think they're going to move out of their house now that they've spent all this time and or money and energy into this house. They're saying in 2 weeks, they're going to be moving back. I think that's exactly where they're going to stay. I don't think there's going to be any more talk of Scott Manor after this. This is probably Scott Manor, just quiet as kept. This house. Because we're going to be turning to an Airbnb. Okay, Tisha. Because y'all know they stay lying. But we'll see what it's giving, child. I don't put anything past them. I don't put anything past them. But you guys see the update. I mean, it looks better than what it did look. Because the other house was like small as hell and just basic. So I hope they did something to the outside as well as the inside. Because the outside looked a hot mess with that dookie green paint that they had on it. Yeah, they need to figure something else out. But whatever to them, child. Y'all get ready to move up out your little apartment on back up in there. Hopefully, Marceau ain't gonna be bringing no hoes up in there, honey, because y'all know on the show he was talking about he didn't want to stay there with Tisha, but we're gonna talk about that in the review. Moving right along. All right, so I want to talk a little bit and hint on Kiki did an interview with Carlos King. All right, now Carlos don't want them interviewing with nobody, but he sure did have Kiki on his show to interview with him, and we're gonna talk about that thing. Okay. We're gonna talk about it. Let me turn it down because I'm gonna let you guys listen in on the interview where Kiki was talking about how Wanda and Tisha have been coming for her, and how Wanda have been pitting Tisha against her in terms of trying to make Tisha feel like she has to be better than Kiki. That's so sick. And Kiki's been saying that that's how that's been going since they were children. So let's fast forward it to that point so that we can all listen in. Okay.
Last night, as you guys
Shout out to my girl Empress for letting me use the video. All right.
King's interview.
Here we go.
He obviously was the one who told the Holts, who were married at the time, to give them a heads up. We talked about
talking about Marceau
and everybody else.
Oh,
yeah.
It was everyone. I thought it was just the Holts.
I don't know.
Wait, so Marceau allegedly told other people?
Absolutely.
About her drug use.
Yes.
Like who?
Anybody that he could. Yeah. Everybody that they talked to for sure. But anybody that he could.
Why?
He was not trying to hold it in or keep it a secret at all. It was almost like they wanted everybody to know what was going on with me privately at that time. And he says, well, everybody knew. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. It was not public at all. Most people were shocked when they found out.
So why would he allegedly tell a lot of people?
You know what? I believe that whole competition thing that stems from Wanda, of kind of pitting me and Tisha against each other from the time that we were younger, I think some of that seeped into Tisha. And eventually, I believe that Marshall started to view me the same way that Tisha and Wanda did. You know? So I don't believe that they really wanted me, especially when we started having problems as well. You know, arguments and fights and all kind of stuff being said. After that, it was kind of like, yeah, they relish in my my downfall and my detriment. You know. So it's almost like really they wanted people to know that, yeah, she's this professor, but she also, you know, don't think she's as high and mighty as she looks or seems. You know, I don't like that.
Oh, that's sad. So, okay.
Yeah.
Let me back up a bit.
It's very sad.
You are a professor.
I was.
I'm sorry. At one point in time, you were a professor. So you have a bachelor, a master's, I'm assuming?
I have a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees. My master's degree is in English language arts and secondary education.
So you grew up, in your words, as a little girl that was pitted against her first cousin, Tisha.
Yes.
My daughter's better than your daughter, pretty much, right? That seems to be the case. So you grew up going to school, getting a bachelor's degree, 2 master's degree. At one point in time, you were a professor. Yes. And let me ask you this before I get to the point. When you became a professor, did it appear that maybe some members in the family thought like Kiki has surpassed Tisha?
Possibly, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you were going through your addiction to opioids, you felt like that was a way for people now to say, see, she isn't as great as y'all thought she is.
Right.
So you feel that allegedly they took advantage of your addiction and then tried to put you back down below Tisha.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because I didn't grow up and come from the projects, and there was this, and I hate to even get into this, but there was this beef, so to speak, between my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family. My mom's side of the family, my grandfather, so to speak, he was very strict on my mom. And when he found out that, she was with child with me, and my dad was from the projects, he did not like that at all. So because of the
he didn't like the fact that your mother got pregnant by a man in the projects.
Yeah, he didn't like that at all.
Okay.
Because there was a stigma around, how people who came from the projects behaved and acted and things of that nature. And my grandfather, he held those views. So he
now let's get the likes up, please.
Let's get the likes up to associate with my father any further. And I could not associate with my father either. So I did not really grow up around my father's side of the family when I was younger, like a little girl. When I got old enough to reach out and be around the family myself, I did so. And that's how I, started being incorporated into that side of the family. But because I came from this prestigious household, where these views are like that, they felt like my people looked down on them. Not realizing I never had and never did. I didn't care where they were from. Mm-hmm. They were my people, my family, my blood, and I wanted to know them. I wanted a relationship with them. I got a thrill from being around them. It was different from my mom's side of the family, yes, but it was fun and it was intriguing for me when I was introduced to my dad's side of the family. So I feel like in so many ways, because of that, Wanda was like, you got to be better than Kiki.
Y'all hear that?
Because Dad already think they better than us, And
that's sad.
They would compare, what Tisha got this and Kiki got this. Tisha got it's just ridiculous for us to have to go through that. Instead of, I grew up with sisters. Tisha doesn't have any sisters. We should have been like sisters. I grew up knowing how to share. There was no jealousy at all. I grew up because I'm the oldest as well, so I had to make sure I looked out for my little sisters. Where I went, they went. We shared beds, clothes, whatever. So I wasn't used to that, competition type thing. And because of that, I feel like when they had the opportunity to say, oh yeah, see, Tia come from the project, but look who out the, with the drug addiction. It gave them glory to be able.
Okay, so you guys heard
y'all hear that? Shout out to Empress Radio, honey. Thank you for allowing me to use the video. Did y'all hear that? How Wanda is in behind the scenes orchestrating this mess between two children? Tisha and Kiki grew up together, but Wanda was jealous at the fact that Kiki grew up better than them. She grew up in a more prestigious type of household and setting, while Tisha and Wanda grew up in the projects. And it's nothing against anybody in the projects, but Wanda has always made Tisha feel like she had to be better than someone else because of where they came from. So she made Tisha feel like you got to go out here and do better than Kiki because of where you came from. Look at where she's living. So now you got to work harder to be better than her so that you can appear to be better than her. And that's just the wrong type of way to try to raise your children. That's just the wrong type of way and the wrong thing to put into your child's head, because now Tisha, as an adult, she feels like she has to always try to copy and or outdo someone else. She does the same way with Melody. She watches and she studies Melody because she's trying to become and be better than Melody, but she doesn't have what it takes. And it's so sad. It's frustrating to Tisha that she cannot be and or surpass Melody. And the only reason that Tisha has gone out here and got 2 master's degrees is because Kiki had it. Did y'all just hear in the video? Kiki says she has a bachelor's and 2 masters. Tisha was sitting at home all day doing nothing while Kiki was at the university being a whole professor. Tisha had been running around talking about she's a boss, she's a boss, she's a boss. Then we find out that her name is not even on any of the companies. So she likes to portray herself as this big person because that's what her mother has trained her to do. So once she's kind of looking at Kiki, and then once she found out that Kiki wanted to be on the show, for a long time, she was trying to block Kiki from being on the show because she did not want Kiki to come on the show and outshine her, to be able to talk about her life. Oh, I'm a professor. Oh, I'm this, and this. So what does Tisha do? She wants to talk about Kiki's drug problem to divert from the attention of her being great in the things that she does that's being great in terms of being a professor, and talking about all the great things that she's done in terms of being a great mother and whatever else that she's doing is positive. Her degrees or anything else or accolades that she's achieved in her life, because she does not want Kiki to surpass her. And they've been doing that since they were children. And Wanda is behind the bullshit. That's why Tisha is the way she is. She's very jealous-hearted. She's very mean-hearted. She holds on to things. If somebody do something to her, Tisha will hold on to it. She is still mad at Melody from stuff that happened between them in season 1. They're in season 6. This past episode, for those of you that watched it, when Tisha sat there and met up with Melody, the entire time that Melody was sitting there, Tisha was so focused. I'm talking about tunnel vision on studying Melody. She hates Melody's guts, but she also admires her. So she tries to copy her. We've seen her copy her hairstyles, copy the way Melody does her makeup, copy the way Melody, whatever Melody wears. She wants that. She knows that Melody is a boss, so she wants to be a boss. When Melody said, let me show you the blueprint, Tisha tried to overtake that and say, oh, now she was running around. Oh, now let me show you the blueprint. Whatever Melody or anybody else does, Tisha copies it because she has no originality. They talked about it in the meeting just now with the 6 of them. You guys sat there and watched Tisha talking about she's over the meeting, she's speaking, she's trying to take over this whole being the boss like Melody was doing for the 6 of them. Now she's trying to step up and speak, and she can't even speak eloquently. She don't know what she's doing. She don't know how to run a meeting. She wants to be that, but she don't know how. So she copies whatever she can, and it bothered her when Melody opened her mouth to speak because that made her feel small. And because she feels intimidated by Melody, she tries to steal Melody's ideas and present them in a different way. But Melody called it. Melody said, listen, I'm the one that talked about sponsorship from the beginning. But then you take my idea of sponsorship and you flip it and turn it around and try to make it your own. That is what Tisha does. That is what Tisha does. She knows that all Melody's ideas that she spoke about were very legit ideas and they were great ideas, but she wasn't going to acknowledge that. But what she did do was take her ideas and try to make them her own because she wants to be great. Tisha has been pitted against girls all her life. That is why she said as a child, she could not speak in front of people because she was embarrassed. She was embarrassed to speak because her speech is not as great. So she's been kind of working on her speech to a certain level to where she can still hold conversations with people and not feel a way about it, even though she still does feel a little embarrassed. But she did just enough to be able to run in certain circles with certain people because that makes her feel great. Do y'all get where I'm going with that? And it's all her mother. Wanda lives vicariously through Tisha. All the things that Wanda wants to be, she's pushing Tisha out there to do it because Wanda is not smart enough. Now, Tisha is very book smart, okay? Tisha is very book smart. I have to give her that. She's very book smart. But in terms of her being street smart, I can't say so much. In terms of her having and being able to orchestrate her own ideas in certain business situations, I can't give her that. Hence the reason now, as you guys can see, she's trying to attach herself to Melody this season. How she asked Melody this past episode, and we're going to review it later. But when she had a meeting with Melody, she was kind of begging Melody to be there. Tisha thrives off of Melody when Melody is in the room. She watches her. She sits back and studies her because she says, that's what I want to be like. So in order for me to do that, I have to do what my mother taught me to do as a child and study the person that I got to be. It's always a competition with Tisha. It's always a competition when she really doesn't understand that she's only competing against herself. The person that you're trying to compete against, they're not competing with you. They're just focusing on what they need to focus on and being great on their own. But because you've been trained mentally by your disgusting, uneducated, crazy ass mama to compete with everything and everyone around you, your mentality now is, oh, I got to stay in fight mode. Oh, I got to stay in competition mode when you're only competing against yourself. She doesn't realize that. She is a damaged adult with a childlike mentality because her mother has the same mentality and she's now grooming her daughters in order to be the same way. Her oldest daughter now has the same mentality. She is grooming her to be the same way that Wanda groomed her. But we have the next generation of insecure, hateful, jealous. Do I need to keep going? Women, young girls growing up to hate on other women because they're not as good as them. So they will continue to compete with other people in order to feel important. And it's sad. Kiki said all she wanted to do was to treat Tisha like she was another sister to her because Tisha didn't have a sister growing up. She had brothers. So Kiki extended herself. Kiki talked about in another interview how she used to protect Tisha. She took her under her wing. She taught her things. She introduced her to friends. Tisha was a basket case. She didn't have friends like that. Tisha didn't even have boyfriends like that, according to Kiki. So Kiki kind of pulled Tisha out of her shell. And Tisha saw something in Kiki that she wanted to be just like. So she would go home and talk to her mama. Well, me and Kiki this, me and Kiki that. I hung out with Kiki and we did this, and this. And Wanda started hearing Kiki so much until she started pitting Tisha against her. She started devising a plan in her head as to how Tisha can become better than Kiki. I don't feel like Marceau pushed Tisha to go and get all these degrees. I feel like that's something that her mother had a conversation with her to talk about her, to talk to her and say, hey, this is something that you need to do. Look at what Kiki is doing. You need to get 2 degrees because Kiki got them. Kiki's driving a Mercedes. You need to go get you a Mercedes. It's crazy. It's crazy and it's dysfunctional. It's dysfunctional. Wanda and Tisha don't like any type of woman who is brighter skinned than them. So now Tisha is running around with lighter makeup on her face because she see other women and they connect that as being beautiful in terms of having lighter skin versus loving the skin that you're in, your own melanin. They hate their own skin color. That's why Wanda say Tisha's daughters are so beautiful because they got long hair and pretty light skin. That's not what makes you as a woman. You are not raising your daughters to have integrity. So now they're going to be raised and grow up to be young girls with low self-esteem who are going to be starting shit with other girls because they hate on them because of what they have inside versus who they show themselves to be on the outside. Who cares about long hair? Hair falls out. Tisha wears more wigs than a little bit. Tisha didn't used to wear wigs. Look at seasons 1 through 3. Tisha wore her natural hair. Melody started wearing wigs. Who is wearing wigs now? Tisha. Tisha didn't wear no wigs. She didn't wear no wigs. She's going out getting her body done now because all the women that Marceau run with and run around on her with are women who are thick with hips and butt and everything else. Tisha had a boy body, seasons 1 through 3. But because she's hating on other women and what she sees, she's now conforming herself to be something else that she's seen. Tisha is like a lizard who changes her colors when she gets around certain people and or things. Y'all know lizards, they can change their look. They can change the color that they are. Snakes as well. She's able to camouflage herself around greatness. Let's go back to the episode where Melody was having her event when she kicked Tisha out. Let me break something down to y'all. Tisha did not come there to support Melody, as she tried to say in the episode. I came there to support you. Bitch, you did not. And I don't like to call women that, but when you own that type of bullshit, I got to take it there. You did not come there to support her. You came there to pitch your own business at her event. That's the jealousy, because the competition in you made you go to this woman's event uninvited, to walk around in her event to people that she invited to pitch your own businesses at her event. That's just how bold Tisha is. And then you got mad because you got kicked out because Melody saw through your bullshit and told you, not today, bitch. Take it that way. Now all of a sudden, oh, it's wrong of her to kick me out. Is it? But then you don't see yourself, in fact, in terms of seeing that it's wrong for you to go to someone else's event uninvited and then go there and try to pitch your own businesses and pass out your own business cards to tell people to check for you when really they were supposed to be there to check for Melody. That's that competition bullshit that her mother has instilled in her. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be great. But when you're trying to do it at the expense of pulling another black woman down or any woman down, then that says a lot about you and who you are as an individual. Period. And we'll snap up on that too. I'll do another snap on that. If you got to pull somebody down for you to be great, bitch, it's something wrong with you. It says something about you as an individual. I don't need to hurt you in order for me to be great and be who I have destined myself to be. I don't need to do that. You either got it or you don't. You either got it or you don't. If you got to hurt somebody else in an effort for you to be great or to make it look like you got something or trying to be somebody, it's something wrong with you. And a lot of that I blame on Marceau as well, because he contributes to her having low self-esteem because of the way he treats her, the way he talks to her. All of that matters. So you jump from being in a situation with your mother who did not show you love in your life growing up, but gave you things by way of boosting. Okay, because Wanda did do that back in the day, and I say allegedly to be cute, but you know, we do our homework over here. Wanda was boosting back in the day and had teenagers running for her, okay, where she was giving them a little portion of the money. That's why she got all that funeral home furniture. That's where all that came from. The funeral home furniture. I already played a live on here from one of the guys who was the runner, one of her runners. Said that Wanda was getting all this money from these teenagers where they were going to North Carolina and everywhere else running and boosting and bringing the money back to Wanda. So from some of that money, I'm willing to bet that some of that shit that she gave to Tisha as a gift to try to show her love. Yeah, the guy said, yeah. Wanda would, they would probably give Wanda like $300. She'd get him like $20 out of the $300. And they done ran and boosted and worked for her. That's the type of bullshit I'm talking about. But then you sit up there and you try to act like you're a woman of integrity. Oh, I'm a businesswoman. I'm a boss. No, you're not. You're a fucking criminal to use children to run around to make money for you like you some female pimp out here. And I'm going to say it right here, and I'll say allegedly to be cute, but don't make me go pull the video of the person who was running for you and play that shit again, because I still got it. You know I keep my homework over here. One thing you ain't going to never do is catch me up on that. Caramel have her shit over here. That's why y'all keep coming. A whole, 1,123 of y'all are here. Oh, yeah. That Cerdazine kicking in now. I'm ready to talk a little shit now. Caramel was down yesterday. We back now. We back on our bullshit today. I hope she do a video and say something too, because we're going to pull some receipts on that ass. She know I don't play with her with that. Don't play with me when it comes to receipts, because we got them. And I got backup receipts too. Don't play with me on that. Don't do it. Don't do it. But back to what I was saying. She was out boosting and using teenagers to run, to be her runners, get the money, bring it back to her. She was shooting what, $20, maybe $40 after they done ran and got all this money for her. But she did not raise Tisha the way Tisha needed to be raised. Now Tisha is in a loveless marriage where she's unsure of herself. She don't trust her husband. He talks to her like she's a piece of shit or a piece of gum off the bottom of her shoe. So she's never had anybody in her life to love her properly. So she does not know what real love means. So now she's just out damaging other people because she's damaged. Hurt people hurt people. And I got to clap like she did at the reunion. Hurt people hurt people. Do they not? When you don't get help and you hurt, it's within you. You're going to hurt somebody. You're going to hurt the closest person to you. She's hurt. She's lost. She's jealous. She's very envious of other women. When she walk in the room and she sees somebody that's got their shit together, she give them that once over. I watch Tisha. Anytime they show her in the scene, I watch her. This is how she watched Melody when Melody was talking, when she invited Melody out on this past episode. Melody was talking. This was Tisha. She was mesmerized by her. She stared at her the entire time. She kept her eyes on her. Even when she was eating, her eyes stayed on Melody because it's something mesmerizing about her. Melody grew up in a home where Miss Van showed her love and treated her how to love herself and to be a woman and not be jealous of anybody and to be her own woman, to be a boss. Melody's successful. You don't hear about her being sued. Now, granted, her marriage did fail, but look at her bounce back. That's why teachers say, oh my God, how do you do that? How do you have the kids 1 week on and 1 week off? When you know who you are as a woman, you don't allow another man and his emotions to control you. You are able to heal yourself and get through that and move on with your life. She's so pressed about Marcel coming. You need to come home because you're sleeping here. We're a family. It's more than that. It's more than where he lay his head. First of all, he need to respect you first. It's more than him coming home and sleeping in the same bed with you. It's the respect. You weren't taught to respect yourself, so you don't know how to tell him to respect you. And it comes from your drunk ass mama. I gotta say it that way. She's disrespectful as hell. She's very disrespectful. And that anger and that hate comes from jealousy. A person who is jealous of you will do anything to you at any time and anywhere. They don't have a schedule. They just do it because that makes them feel good. And you have to be careful being around people like that. A person who is jealous of you will hurt you to the core and not think twice about it. Women, if you got friends that you hang with and they jealous of you, get far away from them. Because they will be the first ones to do some shit to you and not think twice about it. I don't hang around with a lot of bitches, and I gotta say it that way. And that's what I call them. I got very few people. My circle is small, and I keep it that way. Because this mouth right here, when you cross me that way, I don't fool with you no more. I'm a Leo. Any Leos in the building? Shout out. Any Leos? Y'all know how we are. Leos are that way. Leos are that way. I'm the sweetest person to ever be around you. I'm very giving. You go out with me, bitch, I got the bill sometimes. Don't be thinking every time. Camera, you got me? Bitch, not this time. Okay? Because I don't feel like it this time. Not because we ain't got it like that, but not this time. I'm that type of person. Any Leos? I see Leos. Y'all know how we are. I keep my circle small for that reason. Because women can be very petty. We can be very petty. We stay on the bullshit, always. But when you find somebody who you could click with like that, that's why you got to hang with somebody who's on your level. If you here and they here, it's going to be some jealousy. It's too much space in between. Y'all get where I'm coming? You got to be on somebody. You got to get somebody that's on your level and that's trying to be beyond. You got to have that same mentality. If I'm a go-getter, I need to be around somebody that's also a go-getter. If I'm saying I'm trying to be bossing up out here, I need to be around somebody who also saying they bossing up. Not somebody saying, well, I don't know what I want to do in life. I don't fuck with them type of women because first of all, you are who you hang around. You can't be in my circle. Nothing against you. You just ain't got it together yet, baby. Get it together and then we'll talk later. But as of right now, my circle involves those who are here on the same level as me and trying to climb just like me. Because my mentality is here. If you down here, ain't nothing against you. I ain't mad at you. You just ain't there yet. You just not the type of bitch that I'm ready to fool with yet. Get yourself together and level up and then we'll talk. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. I have a very small circle of people that I fool with. Maybe 4 chicks that I'm just real like down with. We can go out. I ain't got to worry about it. I'm good like that. And you need some people like that in your life that you can trust, that you can talk to. Now, granted, I don't tell all my business because y'all know how bitches be when we fall out. That's your go-to. When you fall out with a person, you don't never know who it's going to be and when it's going to be. You remember that one time Caramel said so what's going on in her life? Girl, let me tell you about that. Don't tell nobody that I said this now. That's the go-to with females when you fall out. So I'm real smart about not telling you all my business. I'll tell you just enough for you to feel like you in the clique or in the group. Okay. But you're not about to know all my shit to be able to reach over and say some shit whenever we fall out or when this mouth pop off and say something that you don't like. Because that happens from time to time. We don't ever know. I'm a Leo. Y'all know I got a smart ass mouth over here. Is it going to change? Probably not. I don't want it to. This is who I am. I've been this way for 40 some odd years. Y'all know we don't tell our age. But we still look good. A bitch still giving what it needs to give. But at the end of the day, that's just how it has to be. That's just how it has to be. Find you somebody that you can trust. Find you somebody that you can roll with that's got your back like that. Don't be around jealous individuals because that is going to seep into you. Again, you are what you hang around. If you hang around jealous individuals, that's just going to be you. You're going to eventually start, being in on the bullshit. Wait, girl, look at what she got on. I can't believe she came out with that on. And girl, she got a new car last week. That's hate. That's hate. And teaching them going in debt, further in debt, trying to impress everybody else because you done saw some shit that somebody else got. And you ain't got sense enough to know to live within your means and be who you are as a woman. And then build yourself. You ain't doing it right. Your come up ain't coming right because you're doing it the wrong way. Everybody has the ability to move. Somebody said July 31st. That's my birthday. Thank you, Gwen. Gwen H. Yep, Gwen H. July 31st. That's my birthday. It's coming up too. But anywho, yeah, everybody has the potential to be great. But it's how you do it. If you're doing it out of jealousy and you're doing it the wrong way, you won't be blessed that way. You won't. You will not. You will not. Wanda really needs to get some type of therapy because this is years of hate. Wanda's in her late 50s, pushing 60 if she ain't already there. That's 60 years of hate. And that came from somewhere before her. I want to say it had to be her mother because that's who raised her and who she was around. Because of the place that she was raised in. When you're looking at the other side of the tracks from somebody else that's living in a better way than you, it's in your mind the way I can't be there. I don't have what they have. So it's, you kind of thinking in your mind, I wish I had that. So what can I do to be like that? How can I bring this person down to build myself up? That's why Wanda is always speaking negatively because she hates who she is. She hates where she is. She wishes that she could be better than what she is, but she don't know how. Nobody taught her how to be a woman, so she resorted to a life of crime to have the things that she has. Same with Martell. He grew up with nothing. That is why he's fighting to stay in the place that he's in now. People who grew up with nothing and who never had nothing, when they finally get it, they're going to fight to keep what they have. Even if that means taking you out. Period. Period. Even if it means taking you down or taking you out. They don't care. Wanda has that mentality. And her daughter Tisha also has that mentality as well. Long story short, and I guess the lesson from this is watch who you hang around. Don't allow people to kill your mindset and put it in a place to where you feel like you have to hurt somebody else to be great. That's just not the way. Tisha needs to get from up under her mama. And I know she loved Wanda, but she got so many traits of her mama. But it's so sad that they are raising the next generation of hurt, broken individuals. Those are some beautiful little girls. But their oldest daughter, and I keep saying, and I don't like talking about people's kids, but their oldest daughter that Tisha has, that is the next Wanda and Tisha. That little girl got some hatred in her already. And I don't like to talk about people's children, but I know what I see when I see it. It's the way she look. She got that same evil look like her grandma. She does. She does. Look how Wanda always looking with her nose all turned up and the lips all parched up. The same mess. Tisha do the same mess. Always turning her nose up. Always rolling her eyes. Every time you see her, she rolling her eyes. That's team too much. I could not be around a person like that. Because it's all negativity. It's negativity. It's nothing wrong with going and getting degrees, but it's why you're doing it. It's why you're doing it. And it don't sound like she's doing anything with the degrees that she went to school and got. I haven't heard her doing anything with these degrees that she went out here and got. But it sounds like you only did it so that you could try to surpass Kiki, because Kiki was doing something. I haven't heard her saying anything about it. Oh, I'm doing this with my degrees. Now she's talking about she got a broker's license. She's steady doing stuff, steady getting more credentials, because she wants to appear to be better than and have more than. But then you want to talk about Kiki's drug use. Kiki wanted to come on and talk about some stuff she was doing. Tisha want to talk about whenever she had just had her daughter. How old is your daughter? 6, 7, 8 years old. You want to go back 8 years ago and talk about when Kiki came to your house and took some prescription drugs out of your cabinet. And that you still hurt by that. After 8 years, bitch, you ain't moved on. You ain't moved on from 8 years of Kiki coming to your house and saying what she said to you 8 years ago and took some prescription drugs out of your cabinet that I'm sure y'all done talked about. I'm sure y'all done hugged it out. But now all of a sudden that she's on the show and you don't want her to outshine you, now all of a sudden you hurt again about it. Now all of a sudden you still crying about it. You emotional about it. I can't get over this. Bitch, it was 8 years ago. Are you serious right now? You don't have anything else in your life going on. Okay. We're going to get on out of here, child, because I got to come right back, you guys, for the review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? And we already know that's going to be kind of lengthy. So I'm going to go so I can rest my voice a little bit, and then we can come back for the next video. I'm going to try to pop back in at like 2 o'clock, and that's not too far from now. So we can go ahead and knock this review out, okay? Yes. So thank you guys for being here. All 13, honey, y'all showing out. Let's get the likes up. We got 737 likes and 1,300 in the building. Y'all is showing out. I appreciate you guys coming and showing me some love today. I said, let me pop back in on my Caramelians, baby, because I cannot let y'all sit waiting, honey. Yes, I prepared my show yesterday and I had to bow out gracefully, y'all, because I was not feeling good at all. And I was still going to try to come on and do it, but I said, oh, no, I can't. But yeah, but thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys for all the comments that you left. Thank you guys for behaving in the chat. Thank you, Maz, for doing a great job. And thank you for any content creators that joined us today as well. Okay, I will see you guys back at 2 o'clock. Okay, I had to bump it up for 2 o'clock for the review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So come on back and join us. I've already put the notification out for you guys. You should have already received it by now. Okay, so see you guys back at 2 o'clock for the review of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 6 episode 11. Okay, love you guys down. Have a great day and see you guys later. Goodbye. Hit that like, hit that like, hit that like.